Grand afternoon. Namaste. It's day of Tuesday, day of Mars. Um, wow, crazy. Give me a second now. Absolutely crazy, y'all. What's going on? Hope you're having a good week. It is still burning the hell up in Texas. I know I shouldn't complain, you know. I mean, because every so often we get these winters. We get these um we get these summers. We get this blazing heat, but this is all over. This isn't just Texas. Not at all. Not at freaking all. I'm seeing people walk outside and I'm like, you motherfuckers crazy. It's like over 100 for over a month. So yeah. Too hot to do anything. One of those miserable. Everybody's grass is dead and yellow, like dead. All right. Let me see if um, I can share something with y'all because this, like I said, this is not just peace, Brian Roldan, peace, Tosh, peace, Anubis. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe. I keep, it's now part of me saying this now. All right. How are y'all doing today? Namaste. Okay. Hope y'all are having a good day, a good week. How was y'all's weekend? How did that go? It's too hot to do anything. It's one of those summers, but I think there's forces behind this also. There's forces behind this. Trust me on this. I don't just say these things just to hear myself talk, y'all. Yeah. But again, and I've said this before, unless you are entertaining, the masses really are not interested. The masses as a whole, not for y'all, but unless you're just like catering to the egos or coddling them, the masses are not interested. I have had people get work done with me. I've had people sign up for classes. They get what they need and they leave. That's expected. But there's some people who has actually, I found out later that they didn't like, now I don't ever use anybody's names when I say it as an example. If I give someone's experience or my experience with someone, I never say anybody's name. I never do that. But yet still somebody got offended. And I'm like, why? Nobody knows who you are, but this generation, man, this is like the sorriest generation I've ever seen. Sorry if you're offended by that, but it's not just sorry, it's dumb because people don't refuse to read. And everybody's offended by every little thing. When did it become like that? Everybody's offended. Everybody's soft. You know what I mean? Just soft and just whiny. When did it become like this? When did society get like this? I'm not that kind of teacher though. I am very blunt. I'm very honest. I'm very upfront. And I will not coddle anyone. I don't coddle my children or grandchildren. I'm not doing it with some grown ass adults. But this is the society they wanted. This is the exact society they wanted. England has gotten so hot that almost 1,000 people have died due to heat. Portugal's on fire. It's wild out. Just reading as much as I can. Good. Tosh, great point. Tosh is always on it too, y'all. Guess why Tosh is on it? Because I had planned to share a video that I just found. Now, let me say this before I show it, before I share it. You got to get your news from somewhere else. You cannot rely on mainstream media giving you the truth about anything. Those numbers, Tosh, are not correct. There are a lot of people who died from this heat. Let me show you. I'm still doing my own research, but have any of you heard of the app called Telegram? Have y'all heard of that? Telegram's great app. Very good app. But let me show y'all this video. I'm gonna show you at least the first 3 minutes of it. Y'all can tell me what you think after that. Let's see. See if I can get it up here where I can share it. Let's see. Let's see. Save video. Can I do it that way? Let's see. Let's see. Try and share this. Those numbers aren't accurate. I thought that was. I think this is it. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I think this is it.
I just did the video, right? The one before this.
Hold on.
I told you.
Hold on. I'm not sure if y'all can hear the sound. Could y'all hear the sound for that? Have y'all heard this? Did y'all hear the sound? I'll play it back. But I want y'all to hear what this man is saying. This is a TikTok video. Everything's on TikTok. Proof that China runs everything. Did y'all hear what he was saying just now? I didn't already. Can someone answer me, please? Could y'all hear what the guy was saying? When I was sharing my screen, could you hear it? Okay, thank you. Let's do it again. Let me put share sound. And I think, damn it. Hear what this guy is saying. Listen up.
They say it's 2,000 bodies from the heat that's dead from Portugal to Spain, France, Britain. That's a negative. It's almost 100,000 bodies dead. I'm going to repeat this. The news is severely undermining the number of people dead right now in those 4 countries. Spain, Portugal, Britain, and what else I say? And the other, whoever it was. 100,000. I'm finna give y'all the real right now. I'm doing the research. I'm finna go back and continue reading the story. This is real I'm getting it from the source. Peep this out. They saying that the bodies that they are recovering from the dead, right? From the dead folks, right? They are not just dead. They are, it's like, okay, I'm like this, right? This is fat, human, they saying that when they die from the heat wave, it's so hot. I'm going to tell you the temperature in a minute. It's so hot. When they finding the bodies, they like this, but all of this is sunk in and evaporated as though you've been dead for like 100 years. But the news ain't telling them. People are scorched. Listen to me. These people ain't just dying. Their bodies are being eviscerated. The flesh inside of them. I'm telling you, listen to me. The temperatures that they are reporting right now are 105 to 114 degrees in some countries. they are not giving you the accurate temperatures. I'm here to tell y'all, and you know I got you back. It's 160 to 170 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
People are literally over there cooking.
They are cooking.
They being smoked slowly. This is rotisserie style. The new.
Let me stop right there. Said it's funny, but it's not funny. It's not funny. They're cooking people. I say again, you have to get your news from somewhere else, a reliable source that's not going to be censoring everything. Peace and blessings, Elegant Granny. I see you there. Yeah. Now, it's normal for us to get this hot here in Texas every 2-3 summers. It's normal to do that. But the amount of time, it's been this hot since May, and we're in July. Okay. We usually don't have that many hot days in a row like that. Okay. Now this guy, and I'm still doing my research too. That's why I only wanted to show you a clip of it. Right. This guy saying that there's people there's like 200,000 people that didn't die. Now remember, the Georgia Guidestones laid it all out. This was their plan from the beginning. This is what they're trying to do. They are trying to reduce the population. That was what everything went on the past 2 years. There's been so many people who did not pay attention to everything that was going on and signed up for all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's too late. I think they probably already reached their goal. Their goal was to reduce by, I think they said by 10% or something like that. So a couple billion people had to go. Okay. Now, take it or leave it. It's just this happened just like the last reset. You know, they do these resets all the time. You know, you look in ancient civilizations, you'll see some myths, so-called myths about floods and the Great Depression. Remember that? That was a reset. You know, they do this shit all the time. And with all of the technology that is available to the masses, it amazes me that people are still not interested. People are still just not interested. And they're leaving our babies to these devils. You know what I'm saying? That's why I titled this, "Which Side Are You on?" Okay? Because if you're not doing anything at all, and you are allowing your children to be subjected to what they got planned for them in the schools, then you're on the side of evil. Simply put. Okay? Simply put. If you're not saying anything, you're on the side of evil. All right? If you don't try to elevate yourself, if you just flat out don't give a fuck, guess what side you on? Because you're helping them carry out their plans. You know, by being ignorant willfully, that's just, I mean, most people have children, and you want your children to grow up in a world like this. It amazes me still, the people still having babies though. That amazes me too. What in the world? Just came in on the end of that. Yeah, Granny. It's so sad, but not a surprise at all. Peace, Star Goddess. Yeah, this stuff is really happening. The only thing that I can do now is sit back and watch it unfold. Now, I was prepared for that. And yet it still is like, wow, it's really happening. And they let it happen. They let it happen. I'm not talking about melanated people. I'm talking about everybody. Because guess what? They don't give a fuck about black or white. That doesn't matter. Your skin color has no bearing on the depopulation guidelines that's going on right now. Your skin color has absolutely nothing to fucking do with it. Nothing. Okay? They don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, they don't care. Okay? But a certain portion of the population has got to go. I think, and I'm still doing research. This is something that I do all the time. This, I think it's important, but for the masses, it's just not important. They just want to be entertained. So be it. Hi, okay, so let me step off my soapbox. You know what? As a matter of fact, let's continue. I don't think this is I would get in trouble from sharing that particular video. So let's continue. Let's hear what else he has to say. I'm gonna show just a couple more minutes. If y'all don't mind, allow me this. Let's share again.
News is not fully reporting the accuracy of the temperature, and I'll tell you why. They're not reporting the accuracy of the numbers dead, and I'm going to tell you why. They're trying to avoid mass panic in Europe. See, there's far more people in Europe, you know what I mean, when you combine all of them, what, 40, 50 countries in Europe, right? 100 countries, some shit. Imagine you telling them the truth on the news. There's 100,000 people dead from Sunday to today is Monday. Today is Monday. You hear me? What did today? 17, 18, 17, 18 is Monday. Yesterday was Sunday, today is Monday. And I'm posting this video. And it's over 100,000 dead from Sunday to Monday because of the heat. And the news media is telling the people, lying as usual, 2,000 dead. And here is the part where I don't want anyone to get misconstrued. There's not a single person of color that has died from the heat. Here's the problem. I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to try to, in order to prevent the non-melanated people from panicking and making it feel like it's them, they finna come out with a story, right? And they gonna say, oh, we got some blacks that's done died from the heat too. They gonna have people doing all the acting and that. I'm gonna tell you why. I know. I did 11 years in the penitentiary straight. And I tell you, it got so hot in the cells that the paint was melting off the walls. In Stateville, Pinckneyville, Shawnee. I've been to some more Robinson, Centralia, Dixon.
All right. So I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is. Okay. But I'm pretty sure when he was in the pen, he probably did see some shit that get that hot. You know, I've heard of the inhumane conditions that's in America's jails. I've heard of it, you know. So, you know, you gotta remember that all of these things are weapons. From the food, the water, the sun has now become a weapon. You know what I mean? And they cast mass spells via the TV media. So it is what it is. Talk about the monkeypox spreading in Atlanta in the gay Black men community. I didn't hear that. I did not hear that, Tosh. But I knew that there was going to be another kind of, you know, Rona. I knew it was going to be another thing. I didn't know that's what it was going to be. But I'm not surprised. I mean, y'all can't be surprised either. This isn't over with. Not at all. Not at all. Nobody answered me when I asked, do y'all know what Telegram is? The Telegram app. You know what Telegram is. There's a channel on there. Azazel News. Constant, pumping out constant news. Real news. You got BitChute. You got Gab.com. You got to get, I can't stress this enough that you have to get your news from somewhere else besides mainstream media. You know what I mean? What do you think about wish spells? Can you elaborate, please? Monkeypox. Monkeypox is spreading here in Los Angeles and West Hollywood, the gay community also. I don't think they're trying to get rid of the gay people. I don't think it matters. Your sexual orientation doesn't matter. Your skin color doesn't matter. Okay. I don't know. I would have to do more research on it. Absolutely. Okay, elegant. I'm glad you use this. Called Azazel News. Sounds like a demon. That's probably why people never heard of it. It is absolutely sad when you have to get the truth from TikTok rather than from mainstream media. Absolutely. That is my whole point. That is my whole point. You have to dig for news, especially worldwide news. Okay? Because once they get mainstream media, they're censoring it. They're editing, and they only tell you what they want you to know. Because again, the masses are not going to question anything, and they will believe whatever they're told. See the movie Nightcrawler, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, and I think Rene Russo. Nightcrawler. Okay? See that movie. Also, Wag the Dog. How many times have I mentioned that movie? Wag the Dog. Wag the Dog, Nightcrawler. There's a couple different movies that show how the news put it out and who they put it out to. I mean, wish spell for what you need. It's called like a telegram. Like a telegram. I'm new to it. Apparently, it's been out for a minute already. It has actually been out. So I'm new to it. But you can join a channel. I like it though. You can put it on your phone, you can put it on your laptop or your desktop. And what I like about it is that you can join various channels and you'll get news, whatever that channel is about. Azazel News is just about news that's not censored. Okay? It's not censored. Now, let me say this. All this shit is censored. Not censored. All this shit is owned by them. Okay? So you are going to have to use some discernment. Okay? And you just got to dig. And one more time, the masses are not willing to do that. Kush African, I am not, and I don't mean to sound frustrated. I'm not understanding your question, though. I would like to answer your question if you could elaborate, please. Tosh, the Midnight Meat Train, I have that recorded. I still have not watched it yet. I saw that Bradley Cooper was in it. I've been meaning to get to that movie. Thanks for saying that. Thanks for saying that. I mean, wish spell for what you need. Please elaborate, Kush African. Like, you mean as far as like I wish upon a star? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. Please, like, say what you mean. I want to answer your question. I just don't know what you're asking me. Has anyone tried any of the Kabbalistic magic I've given out on this channel. Has anyone done that besides Anubis? I know Anubis does it, but that's another one. I've given out a lot of magical techniques, more than I should have, to be quite honest, more than I should have. It's only a few people who come back and say, hey, you know, I did this, what you suggested, work, blah, blah, blah. But I've given out way more than I should have. You know what I'm saying? I give out on Patreon also. I stopped doing it on Facebook a while ago. Okay. But, you know, there's only so much I could put on here. But I've tried to at least give out stuff that can help you survive. Okay. At least. And I'm not looking for accolades when I say that either. Not looking for accolades. I'm not looking for congratulations or none of that. You know, I'm just saying, I mean, use it. I said only the strong is going to survive. Okay? Only the strong is going to survive. Okay? Magic helps with survival. I hope I've gotten that point across. No, it seems very arts and crafty to me. I prefer the meat and potatoes dude you had the last time. I am not understanding that. Okay, thanks, Star Goddess, for saying that, you know, you've used it. Arts and crafty. But Tosh, what do you mean by that? I keep reading your sentence and it just, I'm trying to put it together what you're saying here. Kush African, I mean, that can work if your will is strong, if you're just wishing something. But again, let me say that a lot of people want that kind of magic. Hell, I do too. Instantaneous magic where I could just say something and bam, it manifests. Instantaneous, I call it instantaneous magic. I've not heard anyone else refer to it as such. Instantaneous magic. I would love to have my spiritual power build up to that. As a matter of fact, that's what I've been working for all these years. Okay. But I mean, if your will is strong and the universe has everything lined up for you already, then yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the information you give out. I can't afford right now all the books you give out, but I'm listening. I give those out for free, pretty much. The books, the real expensive books, I can't do that. Not here. I try to give out as much as I can, though. As much as I can. Okay. Azazel, well, Azariah Bay said something to me a few weeks ago, or he said it in our interview. He said it's going to take much more than magic. Once they get rolling, everything rolling, it's going to take more than magic. Or he said you're going to need more. Like I was saying that I keep a lot of crystals on me and organite and all that. But he said it's going to require more than that. I'm like, well, damn. I pray every time I go out, every time my wife goes out. You know, I'm performing rituals all the time for clients as well. But damn, more than that? What the hell? Oh, that's what you were answering to, Tosh. Got it. Okay, I got you. I got you. I give out, but let me say this too, and I totally get your point. Here's what Tasha just said. She said Kabbalah is very involved, and you have to do a lot of prep work. I like the Australian dude, got his name, that gets to the point. Got you. Okay. This is why I give out Kabbalistic magic. It's because it's easy. It's easy and it's light. Okay. You work with angels and you don't have this backlash that could happen when you work with demons. That's why I give out Kabbalistic magic as opposed to Carl Nagel. That's who you're talking about, the Australian. He gets to the point. So does the guy I kind of named myself after, Basil LaCroix. He's also named Basil Crouch. He was an English magician. The deep, dark shit that's involved, man. The books, I've given out a couple. Dial Magic is easy to do. What else? The Dark Side of the Moon. That's another Basil Crouch book. Okay. You can get a whole foundation of witchcraft in that one book. Just like you can get a whole foundation in Kabbalistic magic from that one book that Anubis is studying, Kabbalistic magic book. So I get what you're saying, Tasha. I totally get that. Totally get it. Find what works for you and work it. Find what works for you. Okay? There's so much out there. I keep stressing that. There's so much out there. Find what works for you. Everything doesn't work for everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, Carl Nagel does get to the point. Like the Egyptian magic box gets to the point. The problem I found is the instructions are so scattered. You really do need someone to mentor you on how to do it. The Egyptian magic box. Okay. But the Egyptian magic box works. Psalmic magic, it works. Okay. That's why I give it out on the channel, on this channel. Okay. I can't give out deep dark secrets here. I just can't do it. But I have given out a lot of dark magic and light magic. I mean, take your pick. You can go back 7 years that I've been doing this, that I've given out a lot. Again, more than I should have. But actually, and it sounds cliche-ish, I actually do care. Carl Nagel, yeah, it's spelled like this. N-A, shit. It's spelled N-A Nagel. Nergal is the it's funny you thought of that because Nergal is the god of war, the Babylonian god of war, and today is his day. I mean, you know, I think I don't give out voodoo magic here for obvious reasons. Okay. That's a little involved, but it can be done. Plus, they have initiations for that. Okay. But everything I have given out here on this channel can be used by no matter what your nationality is, your sexual orientation, none of that matters. Anybody can use the stuff that I put out here. Basil, his name is Basil Crouch or Basil LaCroix. I'm glad you shared your magic box, cause yeah, everybody gets confused with those Egyptian magic box instructions. You actually need someone to guide you through that. I tried. I promise I tried. I tried to piece together the way that the instructions are in the book. I tried to piece it together. It was confusing the shit out of me. So me and one of my former admins, we got together and made it in a way that somebody can come to us and say, hey, can you teach me how to make this thing? And we can go ahead and you can get it. You know what I'm saying? It's my magic box. Trying to see where mine is. I'm missing my Egyptian magic box. Damn. Oh, that's some bullshit. I can't. I usually keep it here with me, but hmm. even even uh, even this, I've shown how to use this to manifest. Okay, it is a plastic skull. The brain comes out, and you put your wishes in there. You put some kind of oil on the brain, and then you manifest that way. Real simple, right? Get creative. Yep. Used for magic. I had to make my magic box my way. Absolutely. I would love to see that. Someone is using your stuff, LaCroix. They forgot to put it back. No, that's some bullshit though. Where's my shit? Like seriously, I usually. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for it. Shit, I might use it. But yeah, get your news from somewhere else. And you should be fine. They're not finished with the reset. We're 2 years in, going on 3 now. So stop watching the news. Check with people I have had on here. Okay. Reverend Patience, she's a good source. Okay. Ani Asaru. He decodes a lot, like Brother Panic does, decoding stuff. And gematria. They go deep into that. That's not my field, you know. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm just past that. That's all. You know, it's nothing bad. If that's your level, that's your level. Okay. I'm more about magical solutions, magical systems, and teaching. All right, y'all. Let me wrap this up. Thanks for joining me today. Um, yeah, the classic theme of good versus evil is never stopped. Okay, that's why I say, which side are you on? It has never stopped. Are you going to be here to help make the world a better place? Or are you going to sit back and on your lazy ass and do nothing? Okay. At the very least, try and make your neighborhood a better place to live for the people who live there. See what I'm saying? It's all everything that you always seen on TV, like Charm, like Supernatural. There's always a good versus evil plot, right? Same thing with the real world. Okay. There are things that are going on, good versus evil. Okay. The people who are on the dark side are the ones causing all this bullshit. That's the easiest way that I can explain that. It's the easiest way that I can explain that. Okay. Gematria God, who Ani Asaru. Remember, I said if you're damn. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, I have a couple people on my Facebook list, my friends list, who are into gematria heavily. And they can tell you by the numbers when a ritual sacrificing happened, when a celebrity death has happened or is going to happen. Ani is one of them. So is this guy named Frank Bansley. He Caucasian guy. So is this guy, young brother named the real CJ. They get into the gematria side. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that I don't know it. I do know it. I just focus on something. I just focus on magic. That's me. That's my name, Magick Croix. So you got other people who got their own niches. See what I'm saying? time to work with more than the major 7 chakras. Time to dig deeper, learning to cover yourself on all of them as much as possible if you have to create a schedule to do it. Absolutely, Elegant Granny. You know, I'm a fan of hers and the stuff that she says. Yes, you got to work with more. Like I said, I was speaking with Azariah, and he said, then it's going to require more than that. I'm like, God damn. Shit, how much more shit we got to do? So, yeah, let me appreciate this live, guy. Much gratitude, much respect, Brian Roldan. I appreciate you coming. Same to you, Caribbean Grimoire, Elegant Granny, Anubis, Tosh, Kush African, Star Goddess. You all are appreciated. I'm going to get on out of here. I am the only one, the one and only Magick Croix. I'll see y'all next time. Namaste.